an obsession relatively early on. That the important thing was to, if you're going to connect the world, you got to do it as fast as possible, and growth really became the top priority of what. Of Facebook, to get out there and get as many users as possible and keep those users. And the arrival of an executive called Chamath Palihapitiya.
Yeah, I struggle with that one. I'm not good with vowels.
I hope I'm getting it right. I don't know if he's here. He would stand up and shout if I got it wrong if he's here. Very colorful guy who joined Facebook in 2007 and took a role of responsibility. He sort of filled in for the previous top lieutenant who fell out of favor after he advocated that Mark sell to Yahoo.
Got it.
And he didn't do a great job, Chamath, in that role. But when Cheryl arrived, he said, look, here's my Hail Mary. I want to start a team that's focused just on growth. And it's kind of like the Dirty Dozen, where he would pick the biggest and baddest people at Facebook to be on his team. They called it the Growth Circle. And he had this all-star team of kind of outcasts. And they pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable, to do anything and everything to build up growth. And I was proud that I got to learn some of the secrets that they used to push growth to the edge.
Talk about that. What are the secrets?
Well, one of them, there was something called dark profiles.
Okay.
And Mark wrote about that in the notebook. He outlined an idea for a dark profile, which would be a profile of someone on Facebook that you couldn't really see, but it existed anyway, of someone who hadn't signed up for Facebook. So it would be a secret that you didn't sign up for Facebook, but your profile would be in there, and they would draw on that information. And if you ever did sign up, they would be there waiting for you to fill in. So in the early days, if someone tagged you in a photo and you weren't on Facebook, that would go to this dark profile.
Really?
And what Chamath told me was that they would use it in other ways. That they would take out ads on Google for people's names. And of course, what everyone does is they search for their own name on Google. So you'd search for your name, and the ad would come up saying, here's, Daniel Lewin on Facebook. Wait a minute, I didn't sign up for Facebook. And you click on it, and there's their dark profile, and you might be tempted then to go that extra mile and sign up and join Facebook.
And clean up the profile. Maybe,
yeah. So that was something, maybe not too kosher. They did a lot, but I think the masterpiece of the growth team is this product called People You May Know.
Right.
You all know the people you may know, right? So it's a mystery. On your news feed, there's this row of people, and it says people you may know, and sometimes you see familiar faces, and sometimes you see people who are you're vaguely acquainted with, or you know who they are, and you wonder, how the heck did they know that there's this connection? And sometimes you see people who you don't know at all, but maybe later you learn that, well, there was a connection. And sometimes it gets really bizarre. There's been cases where people later learned that the faces shown to them on People You May Know were fellow patients of their psychiatrist.